In less than 1 month, my partner and I will be living and working out of this van full time. So other than obviously finishing this van, we will also need to be ready to move in. At the moment, we've still got our bed, pots and pans, our yoga mats. The question is, how are we going to fit? Y'all really liked my 15-piece extreme minimalist capsule wardrobe, but my wardrobe has progressed. So in preparation for moving into the van, I want to invite you on a tour through my extreme minimalist capsule wardrobe. It's still 15 pieces, but some things have changed once more. Oh, and I'll also be sharing 7 rules to help you build your own extreme minimalist capsule wardrobe. Without further ado, where are my minimalists at? So, pants. I have 2 pairs of these pants. Are they dress pants? Are they casual? No one really knows. But that's what I really love about them. These pants land me in a really ambiguous zone, where I'm always a little dressed up if I'm in a no pressure setting, but I'm always a little relaxed if I'm in a contextually pressureful setting. And that's exactly how I want to come off. Now, for warmer weather, I have these gym shorts. I got these long before I was minimalist. They're over 5 years old, so no, they're not made out of the most sustainable materials. So I am trying to get a long lifetime out of them to make my regrettable purchase a little more forgivable. And similar to the pants, I really like these shorts because they're versatile. I think I can get away with wearing them in a lot of occasions, but I do live in a pretty warm country. Either way, I'm happy to challenge the status quo if it's truly a better decision for myself and perhaps others in consideration of social pressures and the environment in consideration of consumer waste. My getting stuff done work pants. Who knows how old these pants are? These pants are actually second-hand from my Swedish wife's grandfather. He lent these to me whilst I was working on his farm back in Sweden, and he never got them back. It's very useful having a dedicated set of clothes you can wear and that you don't mind getting a little messy, especially if you're a minimalist. Otherwise, you won't be able to do gritty work and your wardrobe will always be unnecessarily expanding. Swimming shorts. These are also second-hand from a generation up. It turns out as you get older, siblings aren't the only ones you can get hand-me-downs from. My wife and I made these 3 tops for me out of organic cotton fabric. When we made these tops, they were my favourite things because they fit and functioned perfectly. I have 2 exercise tops, which must be at least 5 years now. I can't support the material right. I mean, it's plastic. This is plastic. And I think I bought them from H&M. This is before I started conscious consumerism. So, these things have a horrible cost on the environment, and H&M has horrific, sad, and despicable working rights. So I'll be wearing these pieces for as long as possible to make them more worthwhile, because the true cost of these 2 items is a lot. It's probably important to say now that what I believe matters most is not blame or guilt necessarily, but identifying where we want to go and acknowledging what needs to happen for us to get there. That's the most conducive and practical way to think about actions in a world where things can get better. So please keep that in mind when you're thinking about your wardrobe and in fact when you're watching any of my videos. Because of my own values, I've recently been interested in this company, Industry of All Nations, who seem to stand for a lot of what I personally believe in. Clean processes, organic, unbleached, undyed, as well as natural dye options, fair wages, upcycling, advocates of conscious consumerism, and a sustainable garment industry. This top is my favourite piece of my wardrobe at the moment. I love how authentic, natural, trendy, and soft, visually and felt, this top is. I also got my sweatshirt from Industry of All Nations. It works well for me to have clothes reserved for working in, everyday clothes, and special occasion clothes, because these types of particular occasions, and for what it's worth, their relevant norms, are sometimes unavoidable in this life. My work clothes need to be able to get messy. My everyday clothes, naturally, will be more worn, and my special occasion clothes, I really want to be quality, and that's actually where this sweatshirt is for me. 35 New Zealand dollars / 20 USD. I got this second hand off of the New Zealand website Trade Me. It doesn't ship internationally, so it's probably not relevant for you. But just out of interest, I don't know if you know this, but New Zealand has a very lively second-hand market. We're in the corner of the world. Every adult / parent I know of here is holding on to many, many old things. It's introductory to advanced level hoarding. Being minimalist in my country is very unheard of. We have a lot of stores which market themselves as bargain stores, and wow, do New Zealanders love bargains. Whether or not it actually is one. But $35 for that jacket? That was a good deal. Finally, it's another 5-year-old regret piece. I don't know what convinced me to get a singlet with a pocket, but Even when it ripped recently, I still had it mended. Because I'm going to be in this van soon in the summer and it's going to be hot. Wow, I'm going to be a super extreme minimalist once I'm in here. But I'm a minimalist because I don't think consumerism is the way. Hence, I'd prefer to hold on to this and make it work, and it's not too bad at all. And now, 7 rules as inspired by my own methods for creating your own minimalist capsule wardrobe. 1. The most sustainable way you can start creating, including capsule wardrobes, is by not creating or buying into more creation. Have you watched The Story of Stuff yet? So secondhand clothing is where you should look first. My work pants and swim shorts are both secondhand from family members. My jacket is secondhand from an online store. Opportunity shops work too, obviously. Either way, all these options are superior to throwing out what you do have and buying a new set of sleek-looking minimalist blacks, if you can make it work. 2. Remove some of the ethical confusions by making it yourself. Source fair trade, organic fabric, and learn a new skill. I've been thinking a lot lately how disturbing it is that we will so easily pay someone else to do something that we wouldn't ever do ourselves. Even if it is a fair wage, there's something not right about this to me. That's why recently I really like the idea of undyed materials, because I think if I were to make fabric myself, I would want to challenge the norms more than I would see the need of dyeing beautifully natural material. 3. If you're going to shop, shop ethically. The conscious consumer movement is strong. A lot of companies these days understand that there's a market in doing things a kinder and more conscious way. Today, I really like Industry of All Nations, but there's loads of companies out there to investigate. My socks and underwear are from Organic Basics. Sometimes these clothes cost more, so please be conscious about what you can afford. I don't think we should be manipulated to pay more to conform to the social pressures of looking a kind of way. 4. Don't throw it out, mend it. The longer it lasts, the less impact you have on the environment, and the more you might develop a sentimental and meaningful relationship to your clothes that have journeyed with you over time. 5. Have dedicated clothes that you can work in and get messy, and a special occasion set. These pants of mine are fading, they're no longer black, they're becoming less viable to wear in special occasions. And so I often get the question, how do you keep your black clothes from fading? Well, this won't be a problem with my undyed clothing, and it won't be a problem because I have my special occasion pants, which are identical but only worn sometimes. Problem solved. 6. Challenge the status quo. Whether it's a repaired singlet, shorts, or unbleached undyed fabric. If it's better for the earth and you approve, those things are the most important. I recently collaborated on a project with some young professionals, and I wore my special occasion sweatshirt, my homemade top, and my special pants with these shoes, which are my only pair of shoes, but I actually think this outfit is awesome. I love it, and it's my favorite outfit yet. So finally, 7. Dress clever. What makes this an effective capsule wardrobe is that the clothes are versatile and can be mixed and matched to suit all the different occasions of life. This actually required some planning, so I think you will need to do that. To find out more about how I did it and to hear the other half of my ideas on minimalist wardrobes and clothing, please take a look at my first video about this. I hope something in this video was helpful. Thank you for watching. Relevant links in the description box below. I can't wait to hear what you think, and feel free to follow along if you want to know how all this goes.